Hello everyone, I'm Frank, and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Three Pups in a Pen by Katie Splendor. And yeah, these are, I guess, the little puppies with eyes and they're kind of box shaped, obviously, but yeah, and I guess this is the pen here. Um, Anyways, let's get to the rules. Here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means fill the entire grid with the digits 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or box. We also have entropy lines, where each set of 3 digits along a peach entropy line must have a low digit, that is 1, 2, or 3, a middle digit, which is 4, 5, or 6, and a high digit, which is 7, 8, or 9. And since all these entropy lines are only 3 cells in length, therefore there's only one set of 3. So one of them must be low, one of them must be middle, and one of them must be high, but it can be in any order. And so an example of a working entropy line here could be something like 3, 8, and 5. Because you have one middle, one low, and one high digit on the entropy line. And that's how entropy lines work. We also have German whisper lines, where neighboring digits on a green German whisper line must differ in value by at least 5. So for example, if this was a 3, this would have to be an 8 or a 9, because those are the only digits that are 5 or more away from 3. And that's an example of how German whisper lines work. We also have ratio Kropke dots, or otherwise known as black Kropke dots, where digits separated by a black Kropke dot have a value ratio of 1 to 2, and there is no negative constraint here. And that just means that we don't have to worry about potentially 2 digits having a 1 to 2 ratio when they don't have a black dot in between them. That's all it means. And so, for example, if this were, say, a 2, this would have to be a 1 or 4 to maintain the 1 to 2 ratio between them. That's how black Kropke dots work. And finally, we have x pairs, where digits separated by an x sum to 10, and there are no negative constraints. So, for example, if this was a 3, this would have to be a 7 to make sure that these two digits add up to 10. And again, the no negative constraints means that we don't have to worry about, like, if this were a 3 and there's no x next to it, there still could be a 7 sharing an edge with it because there's no negative constraint. That's what that means. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay. So since we have these pups, they're all in each of their own boxes, actually. So aside from being in their pen, they're also in their own box. Maybe that is the pen, actually. I don't know. But that in each of them, since they all have 2 eyes, which are specifically black Kropke dots, therefore one cell in them is in a 1 to 2 ratio with 2 other digits. 2 unique digits, shall I say. The only digits that can be the case for is 2, which can be next to 1 and 4 on a black Kropke, with a black Kropke dot, or 4, which can be next to 2 or 8. So this is 2 or 4, this is 2 or 4, and this is 2 or 4. We also know that along the black Kropke dot, okay, well, these 2 digits then are next to each other on a German whisper line. If this was 2, this would have to be 1 and 4 next to it next to the black Kropke dots, but that is not a difference of 5 between them on a German whisper line, which was what is required on a German whisper line. Therefore, this cannot be 2, this is 4, this is 4, and this is 4 because of the same reasoning. Therefore, you must have a 2-8 pair next to the 4 on the German whisper line. This is 2 or 8, this is 2 or 8, and this is 2 or 8. Well, 2 or 8 can only add up with 2 or 8 to add up to 10. So this is 2 or 8 also, right? This 2 or 8 is in a 1 to 2 ratio with something else. You cannot have 4 or 8 here. Well, 8 can only be consecutive in a 1 to 2 ratio with 4. So this can't be 8. This must be 2, which makes this 8, which makes that a 2. This 2 is in a 1 to 2 ratio with 1 then. So this is 1. 2 and 8 can only be, again, to add up to 10, it only adds up with 2 and 8. And this can't be 2 because of the 2 in the box, so this must be 8, which makes this 2, which makes that 8. This 2 digits adding up to 10 cannot be 1, 9 because of the 1 in the row. Can't be 2 or 8 because of the 2 or 8 in the row. And it can't be 4 because of 4, 6 because of the 4 in the row. So this must be a 3, 7 pair. But it has to be next to an 8 on a German whisper line. So this must be 3, which makes this a 7. This 3 can only be next to 8 and 9 on a German whisper line. So this is 9. This must have a 5 or 6 because on an entropy line, we have one low, one middle, and one high digit. We already have the low and the high here. Same here. This is low and high. So this must be a middle digit. It's 5 or 6. This is a middle digit and it's 5 or 6. That leaves 1 and 7 in the remaining digits in the box. This cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 8, and it's next to a black Kropke dot, which has to have a 1 to 2 ratio. So this cannot be 5, because 5 is, 5 is double of 2.5, which is not a normal Sudoku digit. And if you double 5, you get 10, which is not a normal Sudoku digit. Same with 9. 9 is double of 4.5. And if you double 9, you get 18, which is not a normal Sudoku digits. So this must be 6, which makes this a 3. That makes this a 7, because 3 and 7 add up to 10. The 6 can only be next to a 1 on a German whisper line. So this is 1, which makes this 7, which makes that a 1. This 7 can only be next to 2 out of 2 and 8 on a German whisper line. So this is 2, this is 8. This digit must be 1 or 3 to be next to... Actually, it has to be 1 because it is next to 7 and 8 on a German whisper line. And you can't have a 2, so this must be 1. Therefore, on these entropy lines, we also still have a low and a high and a low and a high. So this must be a middle digit. This is 5 or 6, and this is a middle digit, 5 or 6. This 1 must be next to a high digit, 6, 7, 8, 9 on a German whisper line. This 6, 8, and 9 can be next to 1, 2, or 4 on a German whisper line because it can't be 2, 3, or 4 here. Because 6 can be next to 1, 8 can be next to 1, 2, or 3, and 9 can be next to 1, 2, 3, or 4. But since we don't have 2, 3, or 4 here, this must be a 1. This has to be... 1 can only be next to 6, 7, 8, and 9, but 8 and 9 are already eliminated here, so this must be 6 or 7. This is 6, 7, or 9 here. And you'll always alternate between low digits and high digits on a German whisper line. The low digits being 1 through 4, and the high digits being 6 through 9. Because 1 can only be next to 6, 7, 8, or 9. 2 can be next to 7, 8, or 9. And 3 can be next to 8 and 9, and 4 can be next to 9 only on a German whisper line. Same thing with, if you have to take the digits 6 through 9, 6 can only be next to 1, 7 can be next to 1 or 2, 8 can be next to 1, 2, or 3, and 9 can only be next to 1, 2, 3, or 4. So next to a 6 through 9, you have to have a 1 through 4, and next to a 1 through 4, you must have a 6 through 9. So this must be 1, 2, 3, or 4, but this digit is actually next to 2 unique digits on a German whisper line, so this can't be 4. This must be a high digit, so it could be 6, 7, or 9 here. This is a high digit, so this is also 6, 7, or 9. It's next to a low digit here, and it cannot be 1, 2, or 4, so this must be 3. This 3 means it cannot be 6 or 7 here, because they both cannot be next to 3 on a German whisper line, so this is 9, which means this can't be 9. This digit must be next to a 6 or a 7, so it cannot be a 3 here. This digit must also be high, and it cannot be 6 because it's a 2 next to it, right? So this actually has to be a low, so this must be 3. This 3 and 2 means this 3 cannot be 8 here. Sorry, this 8 means this can't be 8 here. And 3 can only be next to 8 or 9, so this must be a 9, which means this cannot be 9. This digit must be next to a 6 and a 7 on a German whisper line, so this cannot be 2. This must be 1 then. Well, on this entropy line, we have a high digit, and a low digit. Same here. We have a high digit and a low digit. So this must be 5 or 6. This must be 5 or 6. Where is the 1 in this box then? Can't be here because of this one. So this must be a 1 here, and this must be a 7 as the only remaining digits. Okay, in column 2, what are the remaining digits? We have a 3 and a 5. What else do we have? In this box here, what are the remaining digits? They're 3 and 9. So this is 3 and 9, 3 and 9. This digit cannot be a low digit, which is 1 through 4 here. So it must be 6, 7, 8, or 9, which means this is 1, 2, 3, or 4. Well, it cannot be 1 here because of the 1 in the column. Therefore, this can't be 9. What else do we have? Where is the 2 in row 4? Can't be here because of the 2 in the box. Can't be here because of the 2 in the box. Can't be here because of the 2 in the column. So it must be here, which means this cannot be 2 and 8. It's either 3, 7, or 4, 6 here. Well, in row 8, we now have a 6, 7, 6, 7 pair, which eliminates 6 and 7 in the rest of the row. That leaves this as 5, 8, and 9, 5, 8, and 9, 5, 8, and 9. But this can't be 9 because of that 9. So one of these two digits is a 9 in row 8. This can't be 8 here. We also know in column 8, the remaining digits are 2, 5, and 9. So 2, 5, and 9. This 2, 5, and 9 triplet eliminates 2, 5, and 9 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 5 or 9, which makes this an 8. This can't be 8 or 9, so this must be 6, which makes this a 5, which makes that a 6. This can no longer be 5 because of this 5. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is 5, which makes this a 9, which makes that a 2, which makes that a 5. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is 6, this is 5. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so this is 5, which makes that a 6. What else are we looking for? This 6 eliminates 6 here, so this is 7, which makes this a 3 to add up to 10. That's 3 in the corner. We celebrate because we know we're close to solving it. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 9, this is 3. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is 6. We have a 1-4 pair in this box, but 1 cannot be here because of this 1. So this is 4, this is 1. Remaining digits in column 9 are 5 and 8. This can't be 8 because of this 8, so this is a 5, which makes this an 8. Remaining digits in column 7 are 4 and 9, but this can't be 9 because of this 9, so this is 4, this is 9. The remaining digit here is a 9. The remaining digits in row 6 are 3 and 5. Wait, but that's problematic because this is 3, 5. Uh-oh. We messed up. We must have messed up, right? I'm not sure where we messed up here, but we did mess up. I'm guessing it's related to probably box 9. This is a low. This is a high. Right, this can't be 8 because this has to be 4. That seems kosher. You have a low, a high digit, so this must be middle. Low, high, so this is middle. Low, high, middle, low, high, middle. Low, high, middle, low, high, middle. Well, this had to be 6 and 3. That seems correct. Right, the 1 here, I mean, this cannot be, yeah, 1, 9, or 2, 8. With 4, 6, this is 3, 7, but it must be next to an 8, so this is 3. Okay. I'm not sure how I messed this up. Okay. 3 can't be here, 3 can't be here. So this has to be 3 here. We have 5 and 9 remaining here. That's fine. This can only be 4, 5, 8, and 9. But 8 can't be here. So 4, 5, 8, and 9, 4, 5, 8, and 9. 2 can only be here, here. Cannot be here, here, or here. So it had to be here. This cannot be 9. This cannot be 9. 6 and 7 next to 1. Right. 6 and 7 next to 3 or 4. This can't be 1, 9 because of the 1 in the column. This is 4, 5, 6, and 8 here, but this can't be 8 because of this 8. This is a 2, 5, 9 triplet, which eliminates 5 and 9 in the rest of the box. So this is 8. This can't be 8 or 9. This is 6. This can't be 8 anymore, so this must be 8 here. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so this is 7, 3, which makes that 9, which makes that 3. This 9 makes this a 5, which makes this 4, which makes that 9. This 4 eliminates 4 here. This is a 5, 6, 5, 6 pair. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so this is 5, this is 6. That forces this to be 4. This 8 means this can't be 8, so this is 5. This 7 means this can't be 7, so this is 6. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is 6, this is 5. This is doubly 6. Huh. How did I mess this up? Okay, let's restart to make sure that we have this correct. This digit, if it's 2, that would force both of these to be 1 and 4. But 1 and 4 cannot be next to each other on a German whisper line. So this cannot be 2. Therefore, this is 4, this is 4, this is 4. Which forces this to be 2 or 8. To maintain the 1 to 2 ratio between them. This is 2 and 8. This is 2 and 8. This 2 or 8 must add up with 2 or 8 to add up to 10. But if this were 8, it could not be... It could not have a 4 here. So this can't be 8. This must be 2, which makes this 8, which makes that a 2. This must be 1 to be next to 2 on a German, to be in a 1 to 2 ratio with 2, because you can't have 4. This is 2 or 8 adding up to 10. But it can't be 2 because of the 2 in the box. So this is 8, which makes this 2, which makes that 8. Again, this can't be 1 and 9 added together to add up to 10 because of that 1. Can't be 2, 8 because of the 2, 8 here. Can't be 4, 6, so it must be 3 and 7. The only digit can be next to 3, 8 out of 3 or 7 on a German whisper line is 3, so this is 7 then. This again cannot be 5 or 9. If this were 9, 9 is not in a 1-2 ratio with any other digit. So this is a 6, which makes this 3, which makes this 7 to add up to 10. This 7 cannot be next to an 8 on a German whisper line, so this is 2, which makes that an 8. This digit is a low digit, which must be next to 7 and 8, but can't be 2, so it must be 1. The 6 is next to a 1. This is a 6 or a 9 here because it can't be 8. This has to be 1 because it cannot be 2, 3, or 4. So this is 1. This is 6, 7, or 9 here. This digit is next to a 2 and a 3, but cannot be 8. So this must be 9, which means this cannot be 9 here. On the entropy lines, you have a low digit, high digit, low digit, high digit, low digit, high digit, low digit, high digit. This must be a high digit, so it's 7 or 9, because it cannot be 6, because you can't have two digits that are unique on a German whisper. Or 6 cannot be next to two unique digits on a German whisper line. This must be 3, because that's the only low digit remaining in the row. So this must be 9. We have low digit, high digit. This is medium, 5 or 6. Low digit, high digit, medium. Low digit, high digit, medium. Low digit, high digit, medium. Same here. This is medium, medium. This is a high digit, cannot be 8 or 9. This is next to a low digit, so this is 1, 2, or it cannot be 4 because that's two unique digits it's next to. This is 6 or 7, so this has to be next to a 6, so this must be a 1. This is 6, 7, or 9, and this has to be a 3 to be a low, which means this cannot be 6 or 7, so this is a 9. Okay, this cannot be 1, so this must be 1 here, which makes that a 7. These have to be 2, 5, and 9. That eliminates 2, 5, and 9 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 9. This is a 6, which makes this a 5, so this can't be 5 here. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is 6. This has to be 3 or 9 here, and 3 or 9 here. Where is 2 in row 4? Again, cannot be any of these 3 cells, can't be any of these 3 cells because of the 2's in the box, can't be here because of that 2. So this is a 2 here. This can't be 1. Where is the 1 in the central box? It must be here. So this is 1. We now know where the last 1, well, okay. 1 cannot be here or here or here in this lower right box, so it has to be here. And we have 8 ones now. We know where the last one has to be. It has to be here. 2 cannot be here. 2 can't be here. Where is the 2 in column 3? Can't be any of these because of this 2. Can't be any of these because of this 2. Can't be here because of this 2, so this must be a 2 here. So 2 has to be one of these 2 digits here. 3 is one of these 2 digits because it cannot be here or here in this box. 3 cannot be here because of the 3 here. So in row 6, the 3 has to be here. 4 cannot be here or here. The remaining digits here are 3 and 5. Fives, not many 5s. 6s. This can't be 6, so this is 5, which makes this a 6. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is 3 and 5. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 9 and 3. This is only 7 remaining out of 1, right. Remaining digits in row 1 have to be 4, 7, and 9, but these can't be 9 because of the 9 in the box. Therefore, this is a 9. This is a 4, 7 pair, but this can't be 7 because of the 7 in that column. So this is 4, this is 7. Where is the 4 in row 3? cannot be any of these because of the 4 in the box. And these are filled out, so this must be a 4. Remaining digits in here are 6, 7, and 8. This can't be 7 or 8 because of the 7 or 8 in the column, so this is 6, which makes this 7, which makes that a 6. This is then 8. We have 5 and 7 remaining in column 1. This can't be 7, though, because of that 7, so this is 5, which makes that... How am I getting this? I'm getting another contradiction here. What's going on? Like, I'm messing something up pretty badly to be doing this. Let's reset again. Okay. I don't know. This is irritating me right now. I don't know if maybe my brain's not working right now well at all, or something, or I don't know. This is next to 2 unique digits in a 1 to 2 ratio. It can only be 2 and 4, and if this is 2, that forces both of these to be 1 and 4, which cannot have a difference of 5 or more next to each other, right? So this has to be then 4, which forces this to be 2 and 8. Same with this. This is 4, 2 and 8, 4 with 2 and 8, because of the same reasoning, right? If it's 2, it would be 1 and 4, and they can't be next to each other on a German whisper line, because they differ by only 3. This adds up to 10, so this must be 2 or 8. If it's 8 here, 8, it can only be in a 1 to 2 ratio with 4, but 4 is eliminated because of the 4 in the row or column. So this can't be 8. This must be 2, which makes this an 8 to add up to 10. This is 2 then. This is 1, because that's the only digit other than 4, which 2 can be in a 1 to 2 ratio with. This is 2 or 8, but cannot be 2, because they add up to 10, so this must be 8, which makes that 2, which makes that 8. Again, this can't be 1, 9, can't be 2, 8, it's 3 or 7, it can't be 4, 6 because of that 4. So this is next to 8 on a German whisperer line. It cannot be 7, this is 3, which makes that 7. This can't be 5 or 9 next to a black crocky dot, so this must be 6, which makes this 3, which makes this 7 to add up to 10. This can't be 8 then, because 7 can't be next to 8 on a German whisper line, so this is 2, which makes this 8. This then becomes a 1, because it has to be 5 or more away from 7 and 8, and 2 is already taken in the box. This is next to a 3, and it cannot be 8, so it must be 9. This must be 1, because it's next to a 6 on a German whisper line. Remaining digits here are 2, 5, and 9. This cannot be 2, though. This can't be 7 or 8, and it can't be 9 because of the 2, 5, 9 triplet in the box. So this is a 6, which forces this to be 1. Right, so that's guaranteed. This is 6 or 7. I keep running into the same problem. Entropy, this is low, 1, 2, or 3. This is high, 7, 8, or 9. Low, 1, 2, 3. High, low, well, okay, low, high, right? 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. So this is 5 or 6. This is 5 or 6. This is 5 or 6, 5 or 6. This we don't know yet, but actually this has to be low, and it cannot be 1, 2, or 4. So that forces this to be 3, which makes that 9. This is low, 1, 2, 3 with 7, 8, or 9. Low, 1, 2, 3 with high, 7, 8, 9. So this is 5 or 6, which makes this not 6. So this is 5, which makes that a 6. This is a low. Sorry, this is a high next to 1. So this is 6 or 7. That means this is low. And this is 6 or 7 and a high. So it's next to 6 and 7. So this must be a 1. This has to be 6, 7, 8, or 9. and it's next to a 3. Oh, how did I get this as a 9? This is 8 or 9 here. That's where I messed up. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I eliminated the 8 here. That's the issue. Okay. You guys are probably yelling at me like, "Hey, why is this 9 all the time?" I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe my brain is fogged. I am kind of actually fighting something off, and I do wonder, I don't know, I have to test to see if I have COVID or something. And if it is COVID, then that would make sense why my brain's just not working very well. This is 8 or 9. 1 cannot be here. This must be 1. All the logic is still the same. This is 7. 1 cannot be here. Where is the 1 in this central box? It must be here. Therefore, that's 7. This leaves a 3-9 pair here. So it's 3 and 9, 3 and 9. That's still the same. That was, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why. I just couldn't. I don't know why I put the 9 there. I really don't. It's just very strange to me. Anyways, we have 5 and 9 remaining in row 5. This cannot be 1, 9, cannot be 4, 6, cannot be 2, 8, so this is 3 and 7, but this can't be 3, so this is 3, this is 7, which makes this a 9, this is a 3, this 9 eliminates 9 here, so this is 5 and 9. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is 6. This can't be 2, 5, or 9. And we have only 5, 8, and 9 remaining in row 8, so this can't be 5 or 9, so this is 8. This is 5 or 9. This 6, this 5 eliminates 5 here. Whereas the 1 in column 7 can't be here, it has to be here. And we have 8 ones, we know where the last one has to be, it has to be here. 2s cannot be here or here or here in this upper left box, so it must be here. 2 can't be here, so this must be 2. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is 6 and 5. We have 4 and 8 remaining here, but this can't be 8 because of this 8. So this is 4, this is 8. Wow, that's very different. No, actually it's not. So this is 4, 9, but this can't be 9 because of that 9. So this is 4, which makes that 9. Okay, the remaining digits in column 5 are 2, 5, and 7. This can't be 5 or 7 because of 5, 7 in the row, so this is 2. This can't be 2 or 5, so this is 7, which makes this a 5, which makes this a 9, and that's why we kept running into the contradiction. So this is 8. Because of this 9 eliminates 9 here, so this is 5. This can't be 5 or 9, so this must be a 2, which makes this a 9. We have 8 2s now. We know where the last 2 is. It's here, which makes this a 3. So we have a decent amount of 3s. This can't be 3. This can't be 3. Where's a 3 in row 6? It has to be here. 3 can't be here in column 2, so it must be 3 here, which makes this a 5. 4 and 8 have to be the remaining digits in row 9, but this can't be 8 because of that 8, so this is 4, this is 8. I don't know why I kept putting this as 9. That's so weird. Anyways, this is 5 or 6 remaining in row 6, but this can't be 5, so this is 6, which makes this 5, which makes that a 6. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so this is 7. Therefore, that's a 6. Remaining digits here are 4 and 5, but this can't be 5 because of that 5, so this is 4, this is 5. We have 3 digits remaining in row 1, or sorry, column 1, which is 4, 7, and 8. This can't be 4, 8 because of the 4, 8 in the row, so this is 7. This can't be 8 anymore, so that's 4, which makes that an 8. Therefore, this is 9. That leaves a 5 remaining in row 2. In row 1, it has to be 7 or 9. This can't be 7 because of that 7, so this is 9. This is 7. That leaves 4 and 6 remaining, so this is 6, and it's 4. I don't know what's going on with my brain right now. Maybe I should test for COVID. I've been fighting something off. I just came back from a wedding, and I think I got something at the wedding. So, um, been trying to fight it off. I don't know what's going on though. Yeah, my brain. I don't know. This was like a pretty bad mistake, and I've heard that COVID does like mess with sort of your thinking a little bit too. Sort of have brain fog, and I kind of feel like I kind of have like some sort of brain fog going on, but I don't know. I'll test and see if I'm negative or positive. Maybe it's just, mental things right now. Anyways, I hope you did better at this than I did um, in this puzzle because this was a pretty bad error here, and I don't know why I kept making it. It's very weird. Actually, I think I didn't remove everything here. So that was probably why. I didn't actually do a full clean reset. Which actually probably is, yeah. Sometimes you just need to restart everything. Because otherwise, if you don't restart everything, um, you'll have some bad assumptions still built in to what you solve. Anyways, I hope you enjoy, or you did a better job solving this puzzle. And I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.